Well, welcome everyone. It is me, only on PlayStation VR 2. Or, as I like to call it, only on without PlayStation VR 2. So I decided to spend some time unlocking some more cars on Drive Club VR. I already got my McLaren unlocked, and let me tell you, this thing, it's a beauty. This thing, it's a true beauty. So yeah, I'm still rocking my PlayStation VR 1, and it's still good. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, clearly I'm enjoying it in the course of 6 years. So we're going to unlock some cars. We're going to talk about PlayStation VR 2. We're going to talk about all this nonsense with the shipping and etc. etc. And no, if you're going to ask me, have I tried Atomic Heart? I know it's available on Game Pass for free. No. Maybe I'll give it a try this Friday, maybe, depending on the situation with the PlayStation VR 2, because I have to test that. I have to, work on that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it's free. If it's free, sure, I'll definitely give it a try. All right, let me just get my car ready. We'll do a single event, a race event. We're gonna go to India. I haven't done. There's more tracks in India that I need to do, and that's this one. Nilgiri Hills. We're gonna do this at 2 o'clock. Let's do it 2:30. 2:30 right there. Make it a little bit cloudy. All right. This is my McLaren. What's so cool about this game is the fact that you are unlocking the cars every single time you race. Even if you're position 4th or position 5th, you accumulate the points, and those points are being used for you to unlock a new car. And then you can try these cars out, and you can also do a passenger replay where you are sitting in a passenger seat and you are checking your avatar, and you can see how your avatar was driving, meaning how you were driving. Let me show you the back of the car. There's the engine there. The engine's in the back, obviously. Let's open the doors. There. Close it. Go to the other side. Let's open the other door. Hold on. I think we're going to do it from this side. There. I'm going to get in. Oh man, this car, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. I love it. Let me just get a sip of my coffee. All right. Shall we? Let me get situated here. Close the doors. Should I get closer like this? No. I wanna make some distance. There we go, like that. That's better. That's what I'm talking about. There, right there. These dual shock controllers are still good. I'm talking about a PlayStation 4 dual shock 4 controllers. It's still great. The vibration is good. That's what my geisha said. Vibration is about what? Speed 4? That's Audi right in front of me. It's really a shame that Drive Club studios have closed down since I believe 2019. I think they closed down, or 28, might have been 2018, or early 2019. They closed the studio. It kind of sucks because I think having a Drive Club 2 VR would have been great. A launch title next to Gran Turismo for PlayStation VR 2. I think that would have been amazing. And I can only imagine what they would do with a PlayStation 5 hardware, graphics, and what they would do with PSVR 2 technology. But unfortunately, the studio, it's no more. I'm really not sure what happened to them. You know, I've never really bothered to look into it. Maybe I should do some research and find out why they closed the studio down. What was the reasoning behind it? Trying to pass this guy in front of me. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Now you can take him over. There you go. That was a nice takeover. Come on, come on, come on. Right here, right here. Oh, downhill. Oh. This is gonna stink. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see what I've got. Oh, third place. I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. Accolades, milestone, let me see. So I need, let me see. I think I need 12,000 more points to unlock a new car. All right, let's continue. Let's go to track. Number 4, Ashi. I'm gonna go to Ashi this time, and we're gonna do it at 3:30. Clear. Gonna be clear. We'll do it at 3:30. The one thing that I would love to see, obviously, on the Drive Club VR would have been rain and snow, but you got to remember, you know, this VR, PlayStation VR, wasn't powerful enough to, and the PlayStation 4 wasn't powerful enough to handle the, you know, the rain and snow and that kind of stuff. It would just slow down the frame rate. It would be a terrible frame rate. So they had to kind of like take the weather out. But now, I'm pretty sure now that wouldn't be a problem, obviously. So there's going to be uphill, downhill drive. What's happening? What's happening? Welcome, chat. What's cooking, chat? What's the dealio? Okay, I like this black and white leather seats. Well, that's good, man. That's good news. I'm glad you got the confirmation. May I ask where you live? I mean, like which country you live. Or are you United States or which state? If it's okay by you. No pressure. Oh, Iowa. Nice. Iowa's pretty cool, man. Well, that's awesome, man. Listen, I'm glad that you got your confirmation. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you, bro. You should be getting it tomorrow, probably like in late afternoon, probably like 3 o'clock or something. Is it a UPS or FedEx? What method are they using? Hey, Holly, how you doing? I'm doing good. Just a little bit tired, you know. My job, it's a public servant type of a job. I have to be professional, and I have to deal with Karens in the professional ways, and I have to deal with, you know, it's that kind of a job, that kind of a gig. Dealing with the public, you have to be professional. I'm the peacemaker, but just a little bit tired, but I'm fine. How you doing, Holly? How's little Zender doing? How's he enjoying that Oculus? God bless him. He must be enjoying that Oculus Quest. And the Quest 2 is a really good VR headset. Pretty cool experiences there for him to enjoy. I think they might have a Minecraft. I'm not sure, Holly, but they might have a Minecraft. Oh, that's so great. That's so great. Oh, he's gonna love it. He is gonna love it. You'll probably have a difficult time taking that from him. Oh, he will be entertained, trust me. But at least he's not gonna bother you, so think of it this way. He's gonna lose himself in that VR, so he's not gonna be bothering you, jumping on you. So that'll give you some time of relaxation and relief, you know? So R&D, so you live up in the woods, right? Are you like in a small town or? I'll be honest, man, I miss living in a small town. There's something about small town. Small town, nice and peaceful, very nice. I used to live in a small town in upstate New York, and let me tell you, man, it's one of the most wonderful times I've ever had, you know. Everybody knows everybody, from the sheriff to the city councilors to commissioners to you name it, man. Everybody knows everybody. From the mayor to, it's just, you know, it's just such a great feeling knowing that, hey, if something happens to my car or if it breaks down, don't worry. Everybody knows everybody here, and I'll be taken care of. You know, it's like it's a very nice community, man. Everybody's looking out for each other, so it's such a great relief. City, it's too disconnected, too dangerous, you know, too selfish. Cities are really not my kind of a thing, to be honest with you. I know it's kind of ironic because I do live in one. I do live in Miami, so it's kind of ironic, but I definitely want to get out of Miami. Yes, it's beautiful, that sunset and sunrise and the beaches and all these hot chicks running around in bikini. Forget all that nonsense. To me, I'm past that, man. I'm an old geezer, man. I just want something peace and quiet. I do plan on moving in a small town, but it's just I have to sort things out. You know, I got some stuff here that I have to sort out. It's something's going to take time for me to sort out before I can make a move to move up there. But I'm kind of jealous of of you living in a small town because I know how good it is. Hey, what's up, Deacon? How you doing? Yeah, Deacon, I know it's here's the thing, man. I don't care when I have it, or when do I have it in my hands. I just need to know when is it coming, because I'm busy and I'm trying to, to rearrange my schedule so I can do this for you guys, so I can make those videos. Because remember, making those videos, doing a review, doing a live stream, it takes time and effort. And with my busy schedule and my job, I have to wake up early in the morning. I need to know exactly when that thing is arriving. It's not like I have butlers running around here, like to be able to sign that. And I don't trust my neighbors. I don't think they're going to sign it. Or I don't know. I don't trust my neighbors, to be honest. They're kind of fishy. They're kind of fishy. I live in a fishy neighborhood. So it's one of those things. But I could care less. When I have it in my hands, VR, it's nothing new for me, ladies and gentlemen. I've been using VR since 2013. It's going to take something extraordinary for Sony to impress me. All right, for those of you who never tried VR, probably it's a big deal. For me, it's not. I mean, clearly you can see me using it right now, so I'm very familiar hands-on what the VR is and what its capabilities are, or field of view and refresh rates and stuff like that. So I'm kind of hands-on with different resolutions. Oh, look, I got the new car unlocked, Lotus. It's just I'm annoyed that they're so eager to take your money, but they're not eager to give you the details. Like, why can't you tell me when is it coming? Is it coming Thursday? Is it coming Friday? Is it coming Saturday or Sunday or Monday next week or Tuesday next week? Like, give me some detail. And why is the carrier still awaiting to pick up this package? You know what I mean? Like, why is it waiting? What is it waiting for? You know what I mean? Did somebody steal it? Did somebody put it in their whatever scalping, truck in the back? Or I don't know. I have no idea. But you can rest assured, if I don't get anything tomorrow, if I don't get any notifications tomorrow, you can rest assured that thing's going to be returned and refunded easily. Because, oh, look, I got two cars. I got a Lotus, and what is this? Hennessy. Hey, what's up, Cameron? How you doing? Hennessy. All right, we're going to do a track number 5. We're going to select Hennessy. Hennessy Venom GT. How did you know, Deacon? You're pretty good with cars, man. You and, who's the other guy? I forgot his name. So how was your day, Cameron? How you been, man? How's it going, brother? That's the one place you're going to find Cameron, is the gym. With his robust big headphones. No, that's a good thing, Cameron. That's a good problem to have, brother. That's a great problem to have. Trust me. That is a great problem to have. All right, let's see if I can find a Hennessy. Hennessy should be around here somewhere. Oh, you training a girl? Well, that's good. Maybe you guys will become exclusive. You never know, man. Or is it just strictly professional training? Hey, you never know. Listen, man. You can never say never. It goes from one thing to another. She's very horny and sexy. Well, there you go, man. Go for it. Strike the iron while it's hot. Unfortunately, me, I've been too busy trying to keep Karens calm. You know, there's nothing more tragic than to see a hot Karen be a Karen. And I had those shares too. It's really kind of sad. I don't know who started this whole Karen thing. Was there a woman named Karen that started this whole thing like 8 years ago? And then she was like this influence to influence other Karens to be Karens. Hold on a second, let me get a sip of this coffee. What was that R&B? I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I was adjusting my headset. Everyone's been telling me about this atomic heart. Like, you need to check this out, atomic heart. And then I find out that it's included on the Game Pass. So that means I can play it on my PC, so that's even better. Or my Xbox. That saves me the trouble of renting it, you know. I wish that there was a way for this chat to stay a bit longer on the VR. I saw some people play it. I saw one guy. Look Barbecue Becky on YouTube. Barbecue Becky. Oh, definitely. I'll look it up. I'll remember it. Oh, Barbecue Becky. Where have you been? I've been lusting for your barbecue while I was at the gym. 'Cause I'm a Joe Rogan with expressive eyes. Thank you, Cameron. I appreciate that. I think Joe Rogan has his own gym. Joe Rogan has his own gym. Why? Because he's Joe Rogan, he's your friend. Joe Rogan's got the best damn podcast in the realm. And the very expressive eyes. And the very expressive eyes. The kind of eyes that makes Jordan Peterson cry. Uh-oh. I'm definitely drinking. You guys know what time it is. I'm drinking that thing. That On It. Alpha Brain. I still got some left of it. Actually, there is a song called Powerful Joe Rogan. It was written by Brian Callen and Redband. Brian Redband. I still have that song. I even know the guy from SoundCloud that made it. Tulsa King, it's amazing, dude. When I say amazing, I mean it's entertaining. And that's what I want, man. That's what I'm looking for. There is no woke shit. It's just pure entertainment, man. But it's funny how he mentions, what's with all this woke nonsense? He, she, they, them. He was getting high, you know. He was getting high on that shit that he was smoking. He was like, please explain this to me. What's with all this they, them, he, she? What's going on? What happened to this world? He went like philosophical in one of the episodes. I think it was episode 3, I think. Yeah. It's a great TV show. They already picked up second season, man. The great thing about Sylvester Stallone, he can be both funny, he can be dramatic, and he can really deliver on some pretty good roles. When you look at him, for example, in a Copland and Rocky, Rambo, all these other movies that he's done, I think he proved that he can do that, you know. Another great movie that it's so underrated, man, and it's funny how people don't even talk about this movie that much. It was released in 2000. Such an underrated movie. Great cast, by the way. Mickey Rourke, Michael Caine, Sylvester Stallone, and of course Michael Caine played Jack Carter back in 1970s, or was it 1960s, back when he was younger. There was a movie called Jack Carter. It was in UK. It was a movie called Jack Carter, Get Carter. And they did a remake with Sylvester Stallone in 2000 called Get Carter, and he played Jack Carter. So basically he's the guy who works for this mobster, and his job is to collect the debt of people who owe money to this boss that he works for. So anyway, he finds out that his brother died. You know, he had to attend his funeral, but he, you know, starts digging some information, and he finds out there's something fishy going on, the way his brother Richie died, and he goes to Seattle to investigate. It's such a cool movie, but it's such an underrated movie. And of course, you got Mickey Rourke playing the sleazeball, fishy guy. You know, he's got this whole webcam, internet porn. Back in 2000, internet porn was just taking off, and he's in charge of the whole thing in Seattle. And this guy, Mickey Rourke, played by this character, this character that's hooked up with this billionaire, and this billionaire, it's actually the one that's behind this porn scandal and all that shit. So, pretty cool movie, but sadly, it's one of those movies that slipped through the radar undetected, but it's very underrated, but it's good. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you see it. It's old movie, it's 20 years ago, but it's really good. I think you can have a lot of fun with the movie. I'm just putting it out there. So, King of Tulsa kind of reminds me of like Jack Carter, because he kind of has that whole, you know, Frank Sinatra, suit up, got the suit, the whole thing, you know, walking around, jewelry and all that shit. Of course, he plays a mobster here, but it has the same kind of like, you know, mobster mentality, you know. So it kind of reminds me of Jack Carter in a way. Uh-oh, we're gonna drive during the night. Uh-oh. See what else I have. What the heck is this? Oh, this will be interesting. I'm gonna try this. Stephen Graham. Oh, Stephen Graham. I don't know. That sounds familiar to me. That name sounds familiar to me. I don't know why, but it just sounds familiar. Have I seen him in anything like that I might recognize him from? Like any big hits, big movies? Yeah, I heard about that. I saw bits and pieces of it. And he's essentially saying the same thing that I'm saying. It's a good tech. It's a great technology built inside, but ultimately, the video games, it's what is going to decide whether this device lives or dies. And he's right. I mean, it's pretty much what I've been saying. It's a great technology, great tech. Clearly, 4K HDR, 110 field of view, haptic feedback, and all of that. I don't want to go through all of the et cetera, et cetera. You guys know what it has inside. It's a great tech, but like any tech, if you don't have anything to feed it with, you got to feed that thing with something good, with delicious protein or something. It's useless. So right now at the moment there isn't anything extraordinary. Call of the Mountain and Gran Turismo 7, that's like special interest. It's not going to really make people, go out and spend $600. It's essentially what I've been saying. I've been really interested in that Star Wars game, that Star Wars shooter game. I've been wanting to try that. But what really also interests me is the kayak. The kayak, believe it or not, I don't know, for some reason, like, kayak VR is what interests me. Hey, what's up, Brendan? How you doing, man? Irishman, he was in the Irishman. Oh, yeah. Wasn't he in the Band of Brothers? Wasn't he like in Snatch with Guy Ritchie? Wasn't he like in Peaky Blinders and some other stuff that I might have seen him on? I'm pretty sure I've seen him. Deacon. Creed game coming to VR. Oh yeah. Do some boxing. Hey, that's a great game to lose weight. That's a great game to lose weight. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He was in Band of Brothers. He was in bunch of movies. He was with Guy Ritchie in The Snatch. That was like Tommy. He played Tommy. Yeah, Tommy in Snatch. And yeah, I know exactly who that is now. He's a great actor, man. Bunch of movies. Stephen Graham, yeah. Oh, Band of Brothers, a great TV show. I think Creed multiplayer, it's really going to put on a good... Listen, guys. Don't just use your PlayStation VR 2. Don't just use your PlayStation VR 2 for relaxing. Use it for a workout. It could be a great workout for you to lose some pounds, you know. Boxing, moving, using those Sense controllers could really make you lose some weight, burn some calories. Especially if you're fighting somebody who's much faster than you. You might be fighting some, you know, athlete out there on the other side of the line, you know. So the way I look at it is Creed is definitely a good way for you to work out at home with the PlayStation VR 2. Xbox, what is it? They have a court date today. Ooh, we got a new Porsche. Is this a Porsche or rough? So what is the court about? It's about the Activision. I guess they're so desperate to get that Blizzard Activision deal. They need well, you know, they're not lying actually. They do need Activision and Blizzard. That wouldn't be good for Sony because, you know, a lot of revenue comes in from Call of Duty fanboys, and God knows there's so many of them out there, you know. Age 10, 11, 12, teenagers, 16, 17. You got college kids, you know, 19, 20. So Call of Duty is definitely would hurt, you know, if they lose that. There's no question about that. And Sony knows that, you know. And Microsoft also knows if they win this, then they got Sony where they need them. They got him in that corner. So, and Sony doesn't want to be in that corner, obviously, where everyone's going to be buying the Xbox Series X's because of Call of Duty, and they will. You better believe it, because of the you know, extra accolades, extra goodies, exclusivities, and all that stuff. So it'll be interesting to see which way it goes. I'm surprised that Dr. Disrespect hasn't really said anything about this. Or did he? Did he mention anything about this whole fiasco with Activision and Microsoft? And Sony, of course. Yeah, me too, though. Well, he don't say. Of course they're desperate. Clearly they're desperate. They're trying everything to keep some straight face, right? They had a terrible year last year, horrendous year last year, and the year before that wasn't that good either. So 2 years in a row, just horrendous, and now this year, I don't know. It's not looking out to, doesn't look to be It almost looks like a Stadia Titanic, honestly. I mean, it just, and I know people are going to say, why you have to compare it to Stadia? I don't think Xbox going to end up like Stadia. Don't get me wrong. I want everybody to be clear on this. I'm not an idiot. I know the difference between the two. Xbox brand's going to exist one way or the other in some shape or form. But it'll be a different type of a brand. It'll be a brand of a service like Netflix. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, that might be a good thing for people who are willing to play video games with a monthly subscription, but that could be a bad thing for people who want to buy a console to have some exclusivity. And I don't know which way this is going to play out. We're gonna find out, in a few years what happens to Xbox. Are they going to make a new? Are they going to resurrect and come back with something strong? They already fired 10,000 people, so I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. But it does kind of stink like a Stadia Titanic ship. It feels like a Stadia Titanic ship, and that's why I jumped the lifeboat before the iceberg, because I knew that they're going to hit the iceberg. The captain, didn't listen, and the captain was Phil Harrison, and I tried to warn him, sir, we're going to hit those icebergs. I know you want to get to New York, but we can go around it. It might take a little bit longer. No, I want to be there on time. This is a big ship. It can withstand the iceberg. Don't worry. I was like, okay, sir. I'm going to jump the ship, taking the lifeboat. And that's what I did in 2021. That's honestly what I know. Maybe I shouldn't use that analogy because it is tragic what happened with Titanic, obviously. But it's, I don't know what other analogy to use. It's tragic. All of this is tragic. This is nothing that makes me feel happy. This is nothing that makes me feel proud. I like competition, as you all know. I'm all about competition. But what drives me crazy is how could they not see this? Like Phil Spencer, how could he not have seen this? Like, all of the signs were written all over the place. Red flags were all over the place. How did he not? It's impossible for him to have not known this. It's impossible for even Papa Gates, Bill Gates, Billy Gates, William Gates, not to be able to see this. Come on, man. And now you have to pay $70 for a digital code. Redfields. No, excuse me. You have to pay $70 for only online game. All right, let's rephrase that. $70 for something that's only online. And when they shut down the servers like they did for Walkery, remember Eve Walkery, once they shut down the service, well, guess what? You can't play that game no more. Why? Because the servers are shut down. And there goes your, whatever, $50, $60 you paid for it. I cannot play Walkery because it was an online-only game. And guess what? I cannot play it no more. I can install it. I can look at the user menu and look at the error that says cannot connect to the server, lost the communication to the server. And that's what's going to happen with Red Falls. $70 down the drain. Never pay for online only. That's just, you might as well bend over, open your cheeks, spread your cheeks, and take it like a man. So, I don't know, man. Xbox, it's in a really weird spot, man. The kind of spot that Stadia definitely got a taste of it. What are similarities between Microsoft and Google? You know, they have developers leaving the studios. They're firing people, just like Stadia did, letting go of the people, shutting down their first-party studios. What are similarities? What are bizarre similarities between Stadia and Microsoft? I mean, between Google and Microsoft. What a bizarre similarities, man. I would say downfall. Definitely a downfall. Don't worry, pretty soon Redfall is going to be available on your Nokia phone. How many of you remember Nokia phone? Downfall. That's that movie. From 2002. It was about Hitler. It was the last day of Hitler and how he got defeated. And then, you know, outrage of his last days in the bunker. What's up, Dominic? How you doing? Oh, please don't even mention him, for the love of God. Let's not even talk about him. Hey, what's up, Steve? I just saw your message. I honestly didn't have time to. I don't spend that much time on IG, to be honest with you guys, because I've been like really busy with this job in the morning, and then trying to do this a little bit and make some videos, and I've been spending more time on the YouTube, researching stuff on YouTube and searching some stuff and all that. Yeah, I used to do that, but I don't do it anymore. And it's kind of getting boring. You know, you see the sun rise, you see the sunset, and hey, what's the big deal? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's nice, but it gets boring after a while. Oh, in that video. Oh. Yeah, I thought it would be funny. I thought it'd be funny to do that. the real reality PlayStation VR 2. I just thought, let me put something funny. I'm like, I don't mind. I don't mind, triggering my fanboys. It's like feeding them. Got to feed them a little bit. They're like a stray cats, like stray dogs, and you got to give them a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening. What happened? Somebody got fired? You mean a games? What? Another GameStop? Another GameStop manager got fired? I still can't believe the GameStop it's running. I'm actually kind of impressed. I'm impressed that GameStop is still functioning. I'm really impressed that GameStop stores are still open. And I don't think they're lying, Cameron. I think they're telling the truth. I think they're actually being honest for once. Not only are people not buying physical media video games, but also no one's buying Blu-ray movies either. If you go to Best Buy, if you go to Target, Walmart, it's a really small section of Blu-ray movies. It's almost like a CDs, like in the back there's a small little section of CDs for music. Yeah, listen, physical media is dying, guys. This is it. This is we talked about this. Me and Cameron and me and Adam and who else? Remember when we had that podcast a couple of years ago? Me, you, Adam, and Martin. Remember, Cameron? We talked about this. Actually, we knew this was going to happen. We kind of like, we're not even shocked. I know you're not shocked. It's like, it was just around the corner. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon, you on that podcast too. I remember. Yeah. It was like early 2020. Well, yeah, CD and DVD too, of course. Everything. I miss my CDs, to be honest with you. Yeah. But it's, you know what? Sucks for GameFly because, I don't want it to. It's just a digital code. Oh my God, that's even worse. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second, Cameron. But so GameFly can still exist, correct? All they need to do is send me a digital code, right? Through my email. And I use that code. But how do I return it? Like, how does that work? Would they have a time period on it? I can play it for 30 days. I have to renew it, or how would they do that? I don't know. I think there's a possible way for them to do that with the digital codes, but it would be a bit tricky for the GameFly to go down that route. I'm not saying that's not possible, but it could be a possibility for them to do something like that. But let's be honest. Let's just be honest. If the physical media dies, which it will die, it will phase away like dinosaurs. That will be the end of GameFly. That will be the end of GameFly, guys. I think that would be it. Sadly. I know. Believe me, I don't wanna. I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end either. But you know, it's that monster around the hill that it's coming. So I just have to. I have to be. You know, we have to be realistic. You know, it's not about what we like. I used to like renting movies from a Blockbuster. I used to like to go to Blockbuster and pick up the movies and, you know, get some popcorn and whatnot. But we have to be honest, you know. I don't see physical media lasting longer than 2 more years. Tops 2 more years. Like 2025, I think that's it, man. You're barely gonna see any physical media. I think 2025. I hope I'm wrong. You know, it's not about me being right. So I hope I'm wrong, because I don't want the physical media to die. But looking at our market, looking at the way things are, one cannot help but just see that trajectory. This is the way it's going to go. Now, when it's going to happen, I hope it stays a bit longer. That's my wishful thinking, that it stays a bit longer, but chances are slim of that. I still haven't seen the first Harry Potter, let alone the new Harry Potter. Harry Pothead. Harry Pothead. Well, it makes sense, Cameron. Why would they allow their Game Pass games to sell in the digital stores? No. Oh, in the stores. Of course they don't want to do that. They want you to sign up for Game Pass. Xbox will live like a service. They will exist as a service, and that's the way it's going. I believe it's going to that route where Xbox will exist, but it will only exist as a service. You know, like a Netflix and HBO Max and, you know, that sort of thing. Disney Plus. But that also means that don't expect any high-end exclusives. Because they know that they don't have any exclusives, so they know the best way they can control the market is like this. Best Buy, it's on his last legs. I don't know, they still have 4K televisions, and I think they're Magnolia televisions, maybe, I don't know, and some other stuff, but I don't know, man. It's like I don't see them lasting that long either, man. They're gonna close down the stores. Don't get me wrong, Best Buy will be around, but it's not gonna be around in the stores. It's gonna be in a warehouse where you're gonna order it from the website and they're gonna ship it to you from the warehouse. They're gonna hire people like Amazon to work in the warehouse, and they're gonna ship it to you. What do you want? A television or this or that, etc., etc. And I think that's how they're gonna operate, through warehouse. But we're still talking maybe a few years down the road, like 2026, 2027, around there somewhere. Maybe 2028. You know, I don't know. Maybe earlier than that. Again, I don't have a crystal ball, guys. If I had a crystal ball, I wouldn't be sitting here with a VR headset. I would be gone, long gone. because I would have my lottery ticket numbers and you would never hear from me ever again. I would be totally disappeared. I would disappear. You know, this drive club is really good, man. For an old 6 years old game. Honestly, this is still good even after 6 years. Even after 6 years, this thing is still stellar. I like it. This reminds me of that geisha Japanese girl. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okura. Oh. Oh. State of play this Thursday. Maybe I can do a live stream. That is if I'm not busy, you know, if I don't have to, because if I get my PlayStation VR 2, then obviously I won't be able to do a state of play. I'll just have to focus on that, on PlayStation VR 2. But I can maybe do state of play on Friday and give you guys my, you know, thoughts on it. Days one. Depending on when I get it. If I get it late at night or late in the evening, or if I get it like late in the afternoon, I would say about 6.5, maybe 7 hours, give or take. Or maybe longer. It really depends, honestly. If I, you know, the thing about me is if I get sucked into like a really good experience, and if maybe Call of the Mountains that experience, right, I could easily see myself getting sucked into it throughout the end, you know, like 6 hours, maybe 7 hours. But that kayak game, it caught my attention, actually. I know I said Gran Turismo 7, of course, and Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village, but the kayak game really has caught my attention. Why? Because it's relaxing, it's harmonic, it's a beautiful experience, something to relieve your stress, to help you breathe normally, you know. It's like a therapeutic experience, so definitely I'm kind of eyeballing that. It's very cheap, dude. It's like $20. I can't believe it. They're selling it so cheap. It's a therapeutic experience, right? So, kayak, it's definitely what I'm also interested in. And then we have, what else we have? Of course, Resident Evil Village, without a doubt. That's no-brainer. That's going to be a great experience. Switchback. Yeah, there's another game called the Switchback. I'm looking forward to that. No Man's Sky. What else we got? VR Cities. This looks interesting. You know, VR Cities is interesting. I'll check that out. Then there's that massively multiplayer online game. I forgot the name of it, but it's like a MMO game, massively multiplayer online game. I'm not really a huge fan of MMO, but it'll be interesting to give it a try. Like Zenith. I think the name is Zenith, something like that. And I know they have it on Quest. And I know they have it on PlayStation VR 1, but it'll be interesting to see how it runs on the PlayStation VR 2. And of course, the Star Wars game. The Star Wars is going to get me also interested in. It'll be a lot of fun. I think Star Wars game is going to be a lot of fun. I think I'll have probably a lot of fun with that one. Well, who knows, man? Call of the Mountain. Look, I was already blown away by what I have seen with Call of the Mountain. And then I find out that it's not entirely true that you are climbing all the time. Sure, there's mountains, so you're going to have to climb. But it's done in a really cool way. There's crafting, there's some puzzles, but it's balanced. Some other people are saying it's not exactly non-stop climbing. There's also swimming, crafting. You can interact with any object. You can talk to the people. You do meet Eloy. You talk to Eloy, which is kind of cool in VR. You get to talk to Eloy. So some people have been shitting on it for, I don't know why, for whatever reason. And some people have been saying, no, don't listen to those other guys. It's not entirely true. It's about 8 hours. It's not 6 hours. It's 8 hours if you do those side missions. So I think I'm going to end up liking it, honestly. I think I'm going to end up liking the game, in my honest opinion. And it's probably going to be a shocker for a lot of you that I'm going to end up loving that game. Yeah. But everyone's different, but because I don't mind those types of games. I kind of like that. Resident Evil Village, of course, without a doubt. We all know the game is awesome, so that's going to be an awesome ride for sure. What games are you guys excited about PlayStation VR? I know none of you pre-order, right? I don't think any of you have pre-ordered other than Huggy, right? Huggy, awesome videos. Because you guys are probably waiting to see what I have to say on it. But is there like anything that you guys are excited? Like, is there like anything that maybe catches your eye? Is there like any game like you saw that you're like, this might be interesting, All right, Deacon. I think Cameron said he likes the Star Wars. Oh, no, you said Young Yell likes the Star Wars. I'm sorry. I personally think, Cameron, you would enjoy Call of the Mountain because it's crafting. You're crafting the weapons, and, you're building your character to fight these enemies. I think you might, I don't know. Isn't that interesting that the Star Wars game is using the most features out of the headset? That's interesting, man. And the game is cheap. It's only $50. I know people say, how could you say $50 is cheap? Well, for a PlayStation VR 2 next generation enhanced experience, $50 actually, it's not bad. It's not bad at all, dude. Let's be honest here. $50, who's with me? Come on, man. It's not that bad. when you look at what's out there in terms of pricing, you know. You got to remember, this is the guy who paid $90 plus tax for Callisto Protocol. No, this was originally released on Oculus Quest 2, and now it's available on PlayStation VR 2. Eat your heart out, Facebook. Eat your heart out, Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg. Eat your heart out. Your Star Wars is not exclusive anymore to your Oculus Quest. Guess what? I'm just joking, all right, guys? Don't take everything I say literally, all right? Don't get triggered, all right? It's just a good acting. Now you have PlayStation VR 2. PlayStation VR 2 got the Star Wars. And it's going to look the best, plays the best on the Oculus. I mean, on a PlayStation VR 2. Damn you, Mark Zuckerberg. How dare you put your words in my mouth, boy? Oh, man. Yes, that's correct, Cameron. And I'm looking forward to Kayak. Listen, all of those games I'm looking forward to. Honestly, they're all kind of interesting games. Interesting experiences. You know what I mean? But I also agree what everyone else is saying. We need more. We need more. Clearly, we need more. And let's hope that there will be more. You know what I mean? Let's hope. I mean, we got Ozzy Osbourne on board. You know, he's advertising it, so, you know. We got beautiful Japanese geishas advertising it, so, you know, it's a good start. Now we need Arnold. They need to hire Arnold Schwarzenegger. You have to have a clear vision if you want to play the PlayStation VR 2. Don't be a sissy boy. Don't be a girly man. Get the PlayStation VR 2 and have a clear vision of 110 field of view, 4K HDR, like a Terminator. They need to make a Terminator exclusive game for PlayStation VR 2, and they need to advertise the shit out of it with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Robert Patrick. Listen, or even that kid Edward Furlong. He's not a kid anymore, obviously. He's my age, Jesus. But you could put him in there as well. That's an opportunity right there, you know, for the Terminator. Clear vision, you know. It'd be a nice commercial. It would be great. Remember, you have to have a clear vision. Come on, come on, come on. Resident Evil 4, 13 hours on Oculus Quest, and I have a live stream to back that up. I have, you know, something that I have done. You just have to search for it, but it's out there. It's gonna show up 11 hours and 55 minutes because that's as much as YouTube will allow me to live stream, but in reality it was 13 hours. Resident Evil 4 on the Oculus Quest 2. Believe me, I'm no stranger to VR. VR to me, it's like drinking water. Oh, believe me, I was sweating like a pig. Jose was there. I remember Jose stuck in there. He was watching. I got stuck on this one level, a puzzle. There's this puzzle. I have to put this puzzle together to open this door in Resident Evil 4 in this Illuminati, looked like Illuminati mansion or something. I don't know. The whole game stinks of Illuminati, man, which pretty much it is. And I had to open this this mansion door to get in there, and I was there for like 13 hours. Oh my god! I had to wash my. I had to take a shower actually with my Oculus Quest too. I had to put some shampoo on my Oculus Quest because it was sweaty, it was stinking. I had to like take a shower with that fucking thing. It was crazy. I think that video is still there. I'm pretty sure. It's out there. I mean, what am I, like 7,000 plus videos? It's ridiculous. 7,000 plus videos, live streams, and I can't believe I made that many videos, that much content. I mean, when you think about it, it's ludicrous that I made that much of content, you know. I mean, literally, I could actually quit today and come back next year in February 2024, year of our Lord, and you guys will still be watching those videos. Like, you guys would still be watching those videos. That's how many I have. It's just ridiculous. Close to 40 million, I think, lifetime views. I think it's going to be by the end of this year. It's going to be 40 million lifetime views. By the end of this year, 40 million lifetime views. 40 million lifetime views, man. That's bigger than Los Angeles. That's bigger than Mexico City, which is 20 million. That's like a country, a small little country. 40 million. That's like United Kingdom. United Kingdom's what, 50 million, but close to it. So 40 million. That's a lot of views, bro. It's crazy when you think about it. Damn. You know, I was like, wow. That's insane. It's kind of scary, you know, when you think about it. I never thought that I would have this kind of attraction to a lot of people, that they would actually watch me and they would have to listen to what I have to say. I was just doing it for fun, you know, for experimental, fun hobby reasons, and then it turned into this whole other thing, you know. It's kind of strange. Look at me, I'm number one. I'm number one on the first place. Hold on a second. I have a text message from Sony. We're calling to advise you that your package has been lost somewhere in Alaska, and there's reports they might have been attached to one of the balloons, and reportedly those balloons have been shut down by the F-22 Raptor. This is a top secret. Please do not share this with anybody. I don't know, dude, what's going on. Let me see. Hold on. Nope. It's still stalemate. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. It's stuck in New Jersey. What? 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 Wait a minute. What the hell's going on here? Hold on a second. I'm confused. Just give me a second here. This is some interesting stuff here. No kidding. Oh, now it's saying it's on its way. By 7 p.m. tomorrow. And even my charging station is on its way by 7 p.m. tomorrow. Interesting. Interesting. It's on its way. By 7 p.m. tomorrow. Wow, both of them. All right, so I should be getting it tomorrow. No kidding, huh? Sorry about that. That's what that is. No kidding, huh? No kidding. So there you go. The mystery is solved. It's arriving tomorrow by 7 p.m. Which is good for me. Because I'll be home by 2 o'clock, you know. And it's probably going to arrive. It's probably going to arrive tomorrow by, like, I would say 4 p.m. Around there somewhere. 4 p.m., which is perfect for me. Yeah. Well, how big is the update? You see 3 p.m. for me? I hope so. I hope 3 p.m. It'd be great. That would be great. That's fine by me. 3 p.m. will work just fine. Oh, Brandon, what kind of connections do you have, man? I would like to know. What kind of NDA agreement did you sign? People ask me, what is the NDA? What is the NDA? Yeah, I should definitely get those updates for, you're right, Gran Turismo 7. And so they can be ready for tomorrow. You're absolutely right. I have to do that. Or I can do it before I go to work early in the morning. I can go ahead and start downloading on a standby. I can start downloading those updates for Gran Turismo 7 and also get my Call of the Mountain ready. Only 7 gigabytes? That's nothing. Dude, that's nothing. That's like me drinking a water, dude. That's fantastic. This is a fantastic news. So first the unboxing, right? Gotta do the unboxing first. And after the unboxing, we're gonna do a setup, and after the setup, we're gonna start Call of the Mountain, guys. We have to do Call of the Mountain first. We have to do Call of the Mountain because that's what everybody wants to see. Yeah. And then we'll do Gran Turismo 7, and then we'll do Resident Evil Village. I have to update Resident Evil Village, and after Village, we're gonna do kayak, do some kayaking, and then Star Wars after that. And then we'll go back to Horizon, Call of the Mountain, talk to Aloy, and then we'll do some live streams so we can, you know, I can talk to you guys and you can ask me questions like regarding the VR headset and how does it feel and what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling in terms of vibration, in terms of the the force feedback of haptic feedback, and how does that translate to the 3D audio, 110 field of view? Is it a big deal versus the PlayStation VR 1 and versus all those other headsets having the 110 field of view with 4K resolution and high dynamic range? How's the, you know, that brightness of vivid colors on the high dynamic range with that OLED screen on left and right eye? How's the comfort zone? Is it heavy on your head? Is it lightweight? And all those sorts of questions, and whatever you guys have, you know, you can ask me. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. And look, I'm not gonna hold anything back. You will know based on my reaction, because remember, I have a camera, PlayStation 5 camera, and when I'm live streaming, you guys will be able to see me through a green screen, through a PlayStation 5 camera. You'll be able to see me, and you'll be able to see my reaction in real time, and how I feel, and how I react to this, how I react to that. You'll be able to see that in real time, and you'll be able to you know, engage with me in real time, talk to me, and ask me about this, ask me about that. And how's the hatch strap? Are you going to break the hatch strap? And et cetera, et cetera. Oh, Captain Dominic, forgot to ask you. I would love to have a Wipeout Omega, dude, to be honest. That's still available on PlayStation VR, from what I understand. PlayStation VR 1. I was going to ask you, I don't know if Dominic's still here. I was going to ask him something, but I don't know if he's still here. Oh, yeah. So what did you think about the episode 3? Because you said you saw first 3 episodes of The Last of Us. So what did you think about the episode 3? Like your honest thoughts and all that. Hey, what's up, Mamba? How you doing? How was your day, Mamba? How you been? Did you get your confirmation for PlayStation VR 2? Glad to hear that, man. Glad to hear that. So, I guess tomorrow at 3 o'clock, huh? Be at the home, right? Be at the door. 3 o'clock. So what happens if you, miss it? Here's what happened, for people who don't know. They will try 3 attempts in the next 3 business days. Or they will bring it to the place for you to pick it up. Lucky for me, there's a place nearby where I live where I can go pick it up. There's a place where I can pick it up. So just go there, you bring your, sorry we miss you, sticker with the barcode and the number, and you bring your driver's license to make sure that it's you. You sign some stuff, and that's it. They give it to you. That's the worst case scenario if, you're not home, which can happen. I'm not saying that it cannot. Sure, it can happen, depending on the driver and the route and if he brings it early or if he brings it late. But looking at the traffic here, it's like Los Angeles. It's brutal, dude. I don't think, in so many packages, I really don't think the guy's going to make it till like 3 o'clock or after 3 o'clock. But 3 o'clock is what I'm thinking, most likely. Like 3 o'clock or maybe around this time, 4 o'clock, the latest. But 3 o'clock for sure. Most likely 3 o'clock. So I'm looking about, right, Mamba, about the same time, right? 3 o'clock, 3:30, around there somewhere. Maybe 4 o'clock. Well, this is really nothing to do with UPS. This is really to do with Sony. Sony has a policy where any hardware that you buy from them has to be signed. It's just their policy. Meaning any PlayStation console or any like PlayStation VR hardware, you have to sign it. But like a docking station charger and accessories and stuff like that, controllers, that's kind of stuff that they will leave at the door. It's just the a console hardware, and they considered PlayStation VR 2 as to be in that category of a console hardware. That's looking at the disclaimer that I was reading at the PlayStation Direct, where you have to sign it. But this has nothing to do with UPS. It's just Sony. And I know why they're doing that, because they don't want the packages to be stolen or misplaced, and I get that. I understand that, Which makes total sense. But at the same time, some people would prefer, like, just leave it at my door, I'll take the risk, I think they should give you the option. Do you want to sign it or do you not want to sign it? I think they should give that option. Like, if I want to take a risk, let me take a risk. It's my money. I understand. If somebody steals it, so be it. But let me take a risk. I think they should. I like options. I don't like to be forced. Like I only got to do it one way. I like to have options, you know, and I'll take the risk, you know, if that's what it is, fine. But I like having those options, you know. Again, it's not a big deal. I tell people, look, it's not a big deal. Even if I miss it tomorrow, they'll try the attempt again the next day. The next day. They'll bring in on Thursday, you know. And I'll be home on Thursday and I'll get it. Not a big deal. So it's not a big deal. But my whole point is it would be nice if they would give you the option where you can choose, each individual could choose, sign it or don't sign it. Like, that'd be kind of nice if Sony did that. Right, Mamba? Yeah, I feel the same way. And again, it's not a big, huge deal. This has happened to me before, and I got it the next day. Second attempt, they have to make 3 attempts. Second attempt, you know, I'm home, not going to go anywhere. I'll be waiting like a Jehovah's Witness at the door, and they're going to bring me the watchtower. I'm just kidding, all right? I'm going to sit there like a Jehovah's Witness at the door waiting all day long, and they're going to deliver me the package. But I'm also saying it would be convenient if they could just, you know, give me the option. Oh boy, did I just trigger? Oh boy. The triggering has started already. It's impossible for me to make a video or a live stream without triggering. The trigger is always there. The trigger never leaves my abilities to trigger. But then again, I guess the whole point is not a big deal, you know. No biggie. If I miss it tomorrow, fine. You know, I'm just gonna, you know, either go to the store and pick it up at the store, or I'll wait for the another attempt, because they will make 3 attempts. So don't worry. Okay, let's say for some of you guys who are worried, I don't want you to have anxiety attacks. I don't want you to have sleepless nights. I know you're excited about this device. You know, it's like, you know, it's like popping your cherry and losing your virginity or whatever. I get it. You're super excited. I get it. Okay? I'm a human being. I'm not some alien from another planet. So if you miss the package tomorrow, don't worry. Breathe normally. Don't have any panic attacks, all right? All right, your health is more important. They will make an attempt in the next 3 business days. They'll come back tomorrow again, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe around 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's not going to be 3 o'clock this time. Maybe next time will be 12 o'clock, noon. Maybe 11 o'clock, maybe 11:30, right? So they'll make another attempt, okay? And if you miss the second attempt, there will be a third attempt. A third time, and that's it. And if you can't make it on the third time, then they're going to bring it to the UPS place, the nearest UPS warehouse, right? The nearest UPS shipping, whatever, place that you might have around your area. So they'll give you an opportunity, 7 days. They'll leave it at that place, at the UPS warehouse store or whatever, pickup store. They'll leave it there for 7 days for you to pick it up. So you'll have an opportunity to pick it up, you know, get in your car, do some driving, go ahead and pick it up, bring your driver's license, sign some papers, and that's it. And you'll be able to pick it up from the a UPS store. It's called a UPS store. I'm sorry, UPS store. Not a warehouse, UPS store. So relax, you know, guys, it's going to be all right, you know. But I know people are going to say, but why couldn't I relax? why was I pissed off on that video? Well, I was pissed off because I wanted that early. I felt like if you're gonna take money, if they took my money today, no problem. If they took your money today, no problem. That video wouldn't even exist. The one that has 80 likes, because people do agree on me on that one. What I'm saying is, Sony, it's so eager to take your money first. 7 days in advance, way before they ship the product, right? But they're not eager to ship it to you early. That's my whole point. So that's what that was all about. You know, in case people are wondering, what was that video all about? All I'm saying is this. Don't take my money until you ship it. If it's not in transit, then why are you taking my money? If they took my money today, be no problem. Like, okay, I'm getting it tomorrow. They took my money today. All right, cheers. None of you guys would complain. Oh, cool. No problem. You guys catch my drift. I hope you guys are catching my drift. What did you purchase, Cameron? 700 pound. What was it? Free weights or dumbbells? What was it? I'm sorry, I couldn't finish the whole sentence. I wish that they would make this more longer. Like the chat, so I can see it. I wish that there's an option on PlayStation VR 2 to keep the chat maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds. 7 bars to train my back. It was okay, I see. I got you. That was your big purchase for 2023, I see. But didn't you tell me you also work at the shipping company, right? Shipping and forwarding, or is it just shipping? How is that business like? That must be tiring, dude. Working at the shipping, you know. Getting all those packages and shipping them. Oh, shipping and receiving. Been doing it for 20 years. Damn, man. That's a long time. Is it like a hectic job, or I assume it's a little bit hectic, right? Because must be a lot of responsibilities. Oh, you do paperwork, and I see. I bet you know a lot of truckers. Oh, I see. So the more stuff you ship, the more money they make. Well, what type of shipment are you guys doing? like a food or like metals, materials, what kind of stuff, or anything in general? So it's like a Home Depot, right? You're like a John Deere, like of Home Depot. You supplies the Marshalls, nice. I bet you guys have a lot of truckers. A lot of trucks, man. Lining up on that warehouse. I can't find this car. Oh, yeah, but your trucker license. Oh, nice. I assume you probably driven those trucks. Have you, like, what type of trucks have you driven? Like, freight, you know, loaders, or like a 18-wheelers, or anything like in particular? Because Adam's a trucker as well. Um, I'm sure you know that. He's a trucker as well. And he makes some crazy money, dude. Uh, but he works a lot. You know, he's barely home, dude. That's the one thing, you know, he told me he's barely home. Because he's like constantly doing these routes from here, I mean, from California to New Jersey, from New Jersey to California and other places. Sometimes, you know, Tennessee to California. So it's like, that's a lot of travel. Oh, I see. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I've been watching those truckers, like some of those like vlogs of truckers, and I find it very fascinating as to uh, I find it so fascinating, the life of a trucker, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I find it so fascinating. It's kind of like something so therapeutic, dude. Uh, Watching the truckers. I don't know, man. It's something so therapeutic. I don't know how to explain it. It's like driving cross country, looking at the scenery. They see a lot of stuff, dude. You know, if anyone has seen the Sasquatch or a UFO, it has to be the truckers. If anybody has seen some strange things, has to be the truckers, because they go into these deep woods in Western Virginia, North Carolina, Appalachian Mountains, you know, Colorado, Utah, you know, Minnesota, all these places. All these places they go through. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people do it. Not just here in America, but also like in Europe and other places. They put on these GoPro cameras and they record the whole thing. You're always going to be a grease monkey, so you're attracted to heavy machinery. Well, that's good, because you like working out, dude. You like heavy duty stuff. I don't blame you. Because that's a lot of cargo you have to put on you know, on the truck. That's heavy stuff. Even though I know you guys have, you know, what you call those, you have those equipments to get the crate and put the crate and everything. But sometimes you have to carry some of those things. You have to lift them up. I forgot the name of the equipment that they use. Maybe you can help me out. A walkie to load, yeah, a walkie to load the crates. The crates of the goods, you know, that you're shipping. The products. Oh yeah, so I'm sorry, Dominic. Yeah, forklifts. Yeah, I was about to say forklifts. That's it. Yes, thank you. Forklifts for the big, you know, crates. And there's some big ass crates, man. Like a shack. As big as a shack, bro. Like a cabin. There's some big ass crates. Yeah, so Dominic, I was gonna ask you. I'm sorry, man, that I'm asking you again. You've seen The Last of Us TV show, episode 1 through 3. So what do you think so far? Like, how do you feel about the TV show so far? I don't know. Is Dominic still here? I'm not so sure. And I apologize if I, you know, forgot to read the text. I got carried away. Conversation went somewhere else. Because I'm kind of curious to hear what other people think. I know how I feel about the TV show, but I find it very interesting to hear how you guys feel about the TV show. Oh, Alex from Canada. I know who you're talking about. That guy. Yeah. Alex from Canada. I know who you're talking about. Him and what's his name? The guy from Florida, from where I'm at. I can't remember his name. He's got an Italian name. They drive together in a convoy with an American truck. Jeff Favignano or something like that. Jeff Favignano. Something like that. Favignano. Is that who you're talking about, Mamba? Is that what it is? Holy shit, that's like a Terminator, dude. That's like a a Skynet. Hydraulics, right? It's all hydraulics. Imagine working on a shipyard docks. Holy shit, man. Yeah, Northern Alex. Yeah. Northern Alex from Canada. Yeah. And Jeff Favignano. Or Favignano. Damn. Jesus, that's some scary shit. Oh yeah, he used to play with Jeff Favignano. Yeah. The guy's name's Steve. I see. I think I might have seen that guy. He does it live, right? It's live, and he's driving, and then You can talk to him while he's driving. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. Oh, nice. He's setting up his PlayStation VR 2 in his truck. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Shit, man, he's got everything in there. So that's his new home. That's his second home. Hey, look, man, if you travel as much as him, and if you go all these distances as much as him, you gotta have the entertainment, man. You gotta have some kind of entertainment. You have to have some sort of an entertainment to keep you occupied, you know, when you're making these long distances from West Coast to East Coast. I'm so close to unlock a new car. I'm like super close. Now let's do a Norway. Let me see. Let's do Norway. Clear. Let's do it. Let's go with... What is it? Audi? Mercedes. All right. And they got everything in there. He told me they have a bed where him and his other co-driver are sleeping. The one thing that would bother me about that, and look, it is what it is. You know that thing's gonna stink, man. There's gonna be a lot of farting in there, dude. You got two dudes on that same bed, one above, one below, or whatever. There'd be a lot of farting in that. A lot of farting in that. In that truck. Hey, look, man, I'm just being real. Hey, look, man, you're a human being. You got to fart, and you know you got some dude next to you. Listen, imagine what it's like in the Navy, right? Like in a submarine, in these little tight, claustrophobic little bunk beds. I'm sorry, not bunkers, bunk beds. Little tiny, little cocoon bunk beds, and you got all these sailors on top of each other, and they're all like, ah, fuck! And you're kicking him, and he's like, you know, he's not moving. He's like, fuck you, I got to fart. Imagine that in a submarine, man. Like 20 sailors are sleeping, 30 sailors in that bunk bed. Everybody's doing this. I don't know, man. But hey, when in the Navy, listen, man, don't worry about it. You know what to say in the Navy. You guys know that saying. Fart away. Because in the Navy, there is no wrong hole from which you can fart out of. I don't know, man. The whole thing with submarine scares the shit out of me, man. Deep down in the ocean, middle of nowhere, in deep of Pacific, you know, and this little claustrophobic can you're inside, I don't know, dude. Just terrifies me, dude. And these guys, they spend months and months and months sailing. Right? I mean, under the water. And on top of that, they have these nuclear, armed silos built inside these submarines. Some of them are nuclear submarines, and they're out there floating around undetected. I don't know, man. The whole thing is just terrifying, dude. As if it's not bad enough that you're stuck in this, claustrophobic, big giant can, metal steel of can, deep down, 10,000, 20,000 feet in the water. And you're in the middle of nowhere. South Pacific, North Pacific. And you got a nuclear warheads along with you. What if there's a nuclear spill, God forbid, or something? I don't know, man. It's just terrifying. So my hat's off to these sailors. But this shit is terrifying, dude. That shit scares the fuck out of me. So yes, Crimson Tide scares the shit out of me. I saw that movie, I was like, God damn it, it's so claustrophobic in here. So you're more of like a mechanic, Cameron. So you're more like a mechanic guy. You're like a maintenance mechanic dude. You like that smell of the steel, the smell of the oil, steel, that kind of stuff. Grease and gasoline, propane tanks. I hear you. You're like my cousin. Like he's a mechanic. The one in Bosnia. He's a mechanic, and he loves, man, working under the hood and changing a new transmission, putting a new flywheel, new brake pads, adjusting the new shocks on the wheel, changing the belt, putting the pistons together, and putting it together, and then placing it back onto the engine. The motor head, putting the spark plugs back in, all of that stuff. He enjoys that. So I totally get it. I totally get that. Yeah, Steve. I don't know, man. I would be terrified. I would be terrified to be in one of these submarines. Oh, you would be a great slave. Well, then, there you go. 1930s. The only difference is you wouldn't get paid. The only problem is you're not getting paid. That's the problem. I mean, I feel bad for those kids, age 12, 13, 14. They're working in China, right? Or Indonesia, all these other places. They're working to build, that PlayStation 5? They had to manufacture that shit in China. That phone you have, in order for you to enjoy it, has to be manufactured. And they get paid like, I don't know, like 5 cents an hour or some shit like that. Right? So we can enjoy, our, whatever, guilty pleasure, pompous, life here. Bourgeois, pompous, phony, life that we live here, stroking our dicks and pumping our chests and bragging rights, you know. And while those poor kids out there are barely making, ends meet to even buy a hamburger by the end of the week, dude. Excuse me, by the end of the month. To even buy a hamburger by the end of the month, let alone a drink. It's the crime of the century, dude. But that's what's going on, actually. It's been going on for a long time. Oh, definitely. It's not humane nor civil. But hey, big corporate companies like Apple, Samsung, they don't mind. They don't mind because that's where they make their money. Cheap labor, good for the production, for supply and demand, so they can enjoy their lives with their mistresses and their big yachts and their big bourgeois houses, Yeah, there's so much wrong in this world, dude. If you really look at it, let's say I'm an alien from another planet and I come here and I look at the world and I look at human society and the way it's going and the way we treat each other. I would scratch my head and I would say, do we really want this into the Galactic Federation of the United Universe, Galactic Federal Universe? Do we want this into different galaxies? Do we want this kind of a behavior and this kind of practices into the universe? Do we want these types of practices into our galaxies and of this universe? And the answer is no. And so that's why I don't think aliens really give a shit, to be honest with you, about us. They are monitoring us for sure. They're keeping an eye, close eye on us for sure. They're keeping a close eye on us. But they don't want us bringing this shit out there. And I think that's why I don't think we'll never land on Mars. And we sure as hell not gonna land on the moon again. We can send our toys. They don't give a shit about our toys, our robots. They don't give a shit about that. They can destroy that easily. They don't care about that. But they don't want us going out there. They don't want us, spreading our way of politics and agenda. They don't want that shit, man. I firmly believe this, honestly. That's what the deal is, I think. And I don't blame them. I mean, really, can you blame them? Who would want our way of thinking and the way we treat humans? Who would want that kind of a demonic shit, Because I don't know how else to call it other than demonic. I don't. That's the only reference of the words I can use is demonic. There's nothing good about it, The war, corruption, poverty, cheap labor, I mean, well, thank you, Holly. I look at it compassionately. I'm a compassionate person. If I see something, I'm gonna call it out. That's the way I am. I don't care who it is. I don't care about the titles. I don't care if you're the president or the vice president or the congressman or the governor or the mayor or the chancellor or the cardinal or the bishop or the pope. I don't care. If I see somebody taking advantage or doing something wrong that doesn't have any moral code to it, I will call it out. I will call that person out, you know. And speaking of the moral code, look at this guy, Joe Biden, our president. Instead of going to Palestine in Ohio to give the aid and comfort those people, to let them know whatever they need, they will get it. They will fix that water. They will fix that air of all that burning chemicals and shit, right? Nothing. Instead, this guy goes to Kiev, goes to his buddy, his friend that he groomed in to be president, comedian that turned into this hero, right? This comedian, Vladimir Zelensky. Volodymyr Zelensky. The guy didn't speak even Ukrainian. He was speaking Russian. Yet this guy, all of a sudden, it's appointed to be the next president. But he's going there, bringing billions of dollars, bringing a bag of cash. He's going there. They even made a plaque for him, like Hollywood stars have a plaque. They made a plaque for him in the middle of the square, the downtown of Kiev, for him, Joe Biden, our hero, the greatest, blah, 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 blah. And if you look at his history and the ties that his son Hunter has with the Ukraine and the dealings that his son did with Ukraine for the big man, they used to call him the big man. The big man is today's president, Joe Biden, right? You see this kind of stuff. You see this kind of stuff, and you're like, hey, this is wrong, dude. As an American, as a Bosnian American, I can firmly say that this is wrong. This is wrong, and the congressmen should call him out on this. Like, you are going to Ukraine to bring all that money, to bring all that, weaponry and 50 billion, how many billions of dollars? Yet you have people suffering here on this train wreckage in Ohio, and you're not even doing a one darn thing to help those poor people. Why? They're a bunch of country people, conservatives. Who gives a shit, right? Listen, man, this is wrong. And I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. I'm looking at this as a human crisis. Put the politics aside. Put your red hats, blue hats aside. I don't give a shit which hat you have, red or blue hat. Put those hats aside. Put your politics parties aside. These are humans. Poor folks living in this town, and they're affected by this. But hey, who cares? It's a small town, hillbillies, country, rednecks, who cares? We don't give a rat's ass about them. Right? And it's just wrong, dude. It's just wrong. And again, I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. This has nothing to do with the party. Put your parties aside. This has to do is you're the commander-in-chief. You're the president of the United States. You have American citizens in this town suffering from this spill. And what do? Nothing. You go in a secret meeting to Ukraine to check out your plaque that says Joe Biden on it. And you bring the bag of cash, billions of dollars, and some more weapons to your groomed-in Volodymyr Zelensky. Listen, guys, it is what it is. But corruption, it's something that it's become a normal practice. And this is what bothers people. People are like, why should I even vote? I'm not going to vote next time. Not going to vote because I have nothing to vote for. Honestly, there's nothing there. Disappointed on both sides. Both sides of the aisle disappointed. Too much corruption. All I see is too much corruption and the good people left behind. And that's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing good people being helped. I'm seeing good people left behind and rich, wealthy, corrupted entrepreneurs, businessmen, politicians, lobbyists getting richer and their mistresses getting richer. You know, that's all I'm seeing. It's like some kind of a demonic shit. It's like a Hunger Games. It's almost like a Hunger Games. If you guys ever seen that movie, Hunger Games, kind of like that. But anyway, I'm not afraid to call it out, you know. I'm very outspoken. If something bothers me, I call it out. I don't have that fear. If I see something wrong, I'll be the first one to call it out, man. That's the way I operate. It's always operated like that since I learned how to walk. You know, if I see something and I don't like it, hey, why is that like that? Why you put it that way? Why not put it this way? I always ask questions. Like, you know, I'm always curious. And if something is wrong, I say, well, why are we doing it this way? This makes no sense. Why don't we do it this way? This is the better way. This is the easier way. You know. And I always been like that. And this is why I don't have that many friends, because they're like, oh, God, this guy's, you know, he's, I understand what he's saying, but he's going to get me in trouble if I associate myself with him, and I don't want to associate myself with him because he'll get me in trouble, and da-da-da-da-da, and this kind of a talk, you know, can jeopardize my business, can jeopardize my friendship, and da-da-da-da, and that's fine. I always tell people, then don't be my friend. Then walk away, you know. But I will always call it the way I see it till the day I die. Hold on, I got a text message. I got a text message. Oh, I got a text message from Sonny. They're letting me know. They're letting me know about my PlayStation 5, that's all. That's all. It says, your PlayStation VR 2, it's on its way, but somehow it lost its way on a 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Sleepy Joe has it. Oh, Lord. Sleepy Joe has it. He's got it. Somehow it went to the 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Sleepy Joe has it. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. And we wasted at the 5th generation F-22 Raptors, the most advanced jet fighters on the face of the planet Earth, and we used a half a billion dollar rocket to shoot down a party balloon. Oh, God. God! Come down here, Jesus, Lord, of all that's holy and glory. Come down here and resurrect me from this nightmare. Please. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this shit up, bro. Unbelievable, man. Not one party balloon, but 3 party balloons. 3 party balloons. And everybody was wondering, what happened to our party balloons? Ah, man. It was a civilian balloon. A private balloon. They're using it to study. They're using it to study, stuff, in Alaska and Yukon, because a lot of it could be for any reasons, looking for Sasquatches, observing the wild animals, observing the nature. So they're using these balloons to take the photos, right? And that's what we shot down. A $50 balloon. We wasted a $500 million rocket, and one of them missed. No, it's $1 billion. Actually, it's not even funny. That's a taxpayer's money. That's a $1 billion. No, actually, we wasted $1 billion, or maybe more, maybe $3 billion we wasted shooting these balloons, and it's it's just embarrassment. F-22 has become like a laughing stock. Tom Cruise is laughing. He says, nothing can beat F-18 Super Hornet and F-14 Tomcat. What's the greatest kill that F-22 has made? A balloon! Balloons! Poking balloons! I feel sorry for the Raptors. I really do. I feel sorry for the F-22 Raptor team. Like, they're laughing stock right now. They're a laughing stock. Thanks to the ice cream man. He took a nap and he woke up and he says, what? There's a balloon. There's a G balloon. G balloons. Take it down. Yeah. Take it down. Jill. Where's my glasses? Jill. Yeah. Take him down. Yeah. F-22. Yeah. Take it down. Yeah, that's how it happened. While he was taking a nap. Oh God! Imagine those admirals and those generals. They're like shaking their head, but they had to do it. He's the commander in chief. It's like I know they're like, this is ridiculous, but these are the orders. They have to do it. These are the orders, and I know it's ridiculous. They're like, God, I can't believe we're doing this, but yep, those are the orders. It is sad. It's kind of sad, man. And I mean, really, it is sad. Ay. My God. We're living in some strange times. Right, Mamba? We're living in some strange times, man. It's, and you can't make this stuff up, right, Brendan? I mean, Brendan, he's eating a dinner. Mamba, right? Mamba? I mean, you can't make this shit up, man. It's just unbelievable. Jesus. Yeah, at least, that's the silver lining. It's entertaining. It's entertaining, but also sad at the same time. But it's entertaining, I guess. The silver line, it's entertaining. I remember on the press conference when they asked him about the UFO. He goes like, I talk to my office. Talk to my office. Like, what is this? What do you mean, talk to your office? What is this? Come on, man. Talk to my office. What is this? Like H&R Block? Century 21? Mortgage brokers? Like, talk to my office? What the fuck is this, bro? Come on, man. What is this? Human resources? Talk to my office. What is he, a lawyer now? Talk to my office. can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, man. I've never seen... And they said Trump was bad. Are you kidding me? Trump was a general, a professor, in contrast to this guy. Are you kidding me? Kidding me? Trump was a gangster, a true gangster, with the balls of steel, in contrast to this guy. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. And then he says, my main concern is what am I doing here? My main concern is the safety of American people. And yeah, well, where's your concern of safety of American people in Palestine, in Ohio? Yeah, where's your safety concern for them? The fish are dying in that dirty water, that Chernobylized water, Chernobylized air. Where is your concern for them? Talks about the people's concern of American people. Yeah, you got open borders, 5 million illegals coming in. Who the hell knows who they are? Half of them are, you know, cartels. Could be Chinese spy, Russian spy, this spy, that spy. You're concerned? Look at all the drugs they're pouring in, killing our youth. They're selling it to our youth, killing our youth. Fentanyl. Where is your concern, please? I would like to know. By you poking a balloon. About 4 balloons. God damn. Oh my God. If my father was alive, he would be... I'm sure he's turning in his grave. My father's turning in his grave. You know, probably... I think everyone's turning in their graves. Especially George Washington. John Adams. Thomas Jefferson. Yes, even Benjamin Franklin. They're all turning in their graves. It's unbelievable. And I hate to bring politics into this, because I know people just want to know about the virtual reality. But sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to bring it out of your chest and let it be known how you feel. Sometimes you just have to tell the truth. No matter how difficult and hard it is, sometimes you just have to. You have to say it. You have to. But anyway, what do I know? I got a VR headset on, playing this game in VR. What do I know? Let's see if I unlock the new car. Oh my God, so I'm so close to getting a new car. Truth will set you free, man. You have to tell the truth, man. You know, people can hide and they can cover it up and hide it, keep it out there locked up, throw away the key in the secret in some vault underground. But the truth, it's forever. Truth echoes in eternity. Meaning that truth will always be that beacon out there that you cannot put out. No matter how much you try to hide it, how much you try to cover it up, how much you try to, you know, lock it up somewhere deep underground, that beacon of truth, it's always going to be there for the eternity. The truth is something you cannot wash away. Truth always stays there. How do I know this? Well, look at our history. The truth about Thomas Edison. We know it now, who Thomas Edison was. Back in 1930s, right? Versus Nikola Tesla. Right? That truth is there. To this day. It never gone away. You know? Truth about the Rockefellers, Rothschilds family, all of that. You learn. That never goes away. The truth always stays. No matter what. Listen, I'm not running for a president. I'm not running for anything. Not even a chancellor. Not even a, prime minister. So relax. I'm not running for anything. I'm running for the PlayStation VR 2 only on president. I want to be a spokesperson for PlayStation VR 2. Let's go to Scotland. We are in Scotland. We're in Scotland. Yeah, I want to be a spokesperson for PlayStation VR 2. I would like to make a little intro that says, only on PlayStation VR 2. Only on PlayStation VR 2. I want to do like HAL 3000 from 2001 Space Odyssey. Good morning, David. I am HAL 3000. Only on PlayStation VR 2. Did you guys see that actor who played 2001 Space Odyssey? He looks exactly his old age, the way he was presented in that movie. Dude, unbelievable. Dude. How the hell did Stanley Kubrick know that he's going to be exactly like that, old? Like he was in that movie, 1960s. Late 1960s. How did Stanley Kubrick know that? And when you look at him now, that actor, he looks exactly like that guy sitting in that room next to that monolith eating his dinner. That is freaky, dude. That is freaky. Spot on, dude. "2001 Space Odyssey." I hope you guys have seen it. One of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time, dude. Of all time. Oh, I know. It's on Thursday. I'm definitely going to watch it. if I have time. I'll probably have to watch it maybe the pre-recorded or after the recording, after it's aired live. I don't think I'll be able to watch it live because I'll be busy, obviously, testing PlayStation VR 2. So most likely I'm going to watch it recorded. Pre-recorded, I guess. I don't know. I think, yeah, it's going to be live and then pre-recorded and then live, but I'm going to watch it after it airs. I'm pretty sure my friend Paul, Polish VR, will brief me on that stuff. He's a cool YouTuber, man. Paul, Polish VR, is a pretty cool guy, man. That's how I find out about that, you know, geisha, Japanese geisha. Doing the Gran Turismo and Call of the Mountain impression. I mean the reaction, I'm sorry. I find out from him. Well, when they become available, I will. 100%. I definitely will. There we go. All right, guys, it's time for me to go too. I gotta remove this headset. It's been almost 3 hours, man. What is it, 7 o'clock? I just realized. I look at the time, it's almost 7 o'clock, man. All right, brother. Thank you guys for stopping by. I guess tomorrow is the big day, huh? Tomorrow is the big one. Tomorrow is the day the day I open my PlayStation VR 2. You know. But I got to tell you, the PlayStation VR 1 has served me well. It was kind of cool to go back to PlayStation VR 1 and check out some of these old PlayStation VR 1 games. And listen, guys, PlayStation VR 1 has over 500 games, and they're still releasing them, believe it or not, even this month. So that's 500 cool VR experiences that you can have on this PlayStation VR 1 device. So if you have a PlayStation VR 1, it's still good. But again, it would be nice if they could upgrade all of those 500 PlayStation VR 1 games onto the PlayStation VR 2. That's a huge library, man. That's 500. If you put 500 PlayStation VR 1 games, that would be 530 of PlayStation VR 2 games for you to enjoy. That's a huge library of games, you know. All right, guys. So, like I said, if you have a PlayStation VR 1, it's still great. Works just fine. You know, no issues. If you can get one, definitely would get one. But we'll see what happens with PlayStation VR 2 if they're gonna do these upgrades, backward compatible. That would be awesome. That would be big time awesome. Maybe they'll mention something about it on a Thursday when they do that state of play, maybe they're going to mention something about that. It'd be nice. So we'll see. All right, guys. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Mamba Man. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Holly, for being here. And Deacon. Thank you, Deacon. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Have a good one.